Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a very rainy, as you can probably hear, very early 6 a.m. on a Tuesday. But today we are doing something a little bit different. We're going to Romania. We're going to head over and give a talk at DevTalks Romania. And it's a little different for a number of reasons. For one, we're actually going to be flying from Luton, which is an airport I've never actually used before, so that's going to be interesting. We're also going to be flying on an airline I've never used before, WizzAir, so that's also going to be really interesting. So there's that, and also it's a country I've never been to before as well. Going along with my boss, who is also giving a talk, so that's going to be really cool. And yeah, it's just a lot of firsts, so it's going to be a really interesting trip. So for another short one, just going there for tonight, staying the night, and then coming back tomorrow night. But still action-packed, lots of time. Like I say, it's very early at the moment. It's 6 a.m. We've parked up at the kind of rest station that I often use to charge, South Mims, if people around London know it. We're going to charge up, and then we're going to head over to pick my boss up, and then we're going to head to Luton. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. It's all a bit different, all a bit exciting. Not sure what footage I'm going to get. Not sure if I'm going to get any footage on the plane. It's all kind of going to be a wait and see. So anyway, let's get to Luton. Let's get over there, see what's going on, and hopefully get some footage in the airport as well. So join me for the kind of trip of firsts, and let's see how it goes. Let's get over to Luton.
Okay, so we are now parked up at Luton. The first issue of the day is that there's no bus anymore from this medium-term car park. There's bus stops, but there's signs up saying they don't run a bus anymore. So you have to actually walk up to the terminal. And frankly, it wasn't the best of walks, especially by the fact that it was raining a lot. But also, it was just a bit sketchy, kind of coming through this tunnel right next to a lot of traffic. It didn't feel like the best pedestrian option, which is strange because that was the only option if you stayed in the medium-term car park. So if you are travelling from Luton, don't stay in the medium-term car park. It's terrible. Not a good start, Luton, not a good start. But as we got into the main terminal building, there's lots of works going on, which I'm fine with because, you know, improvements are good. They're obviously trying to make things better here, so that's a good sign. The WizzAir area was quite big, lots of check-in desks, not many that were open, mind you. This is obviously quite a big place for WizzAir to come from. Check-in was fine. I did manage to pay for a seat change. It cost £14 and meant that I could have what they advertised as a window seat. The truth isn't quite there. It was actually the back seat of the plane, which for those that know these planes, the Airbus 321 Neos, the back seat doesn't actually have a window. So I was sold a window seat. I did not get a window seat. And that's a little bit frustrating. I think that should have been made clear. Now granted, I did end up with no one next to me and it was a more comfortable journey, so it's fine. I'm not going to complain, but I do feel like you should be making people aware of what they're buying, WizzAir. So anyway, through the usual kind of duty-free area, quite a big duty-free area here, but you know, not really interested in this in the slightest. So there was a couple of shops kind of walking through, quite a lot to kind of occupy your time with, which is nice. You know, if you've got a few hours before your flight, it's nice to be able to at least kind of wander around, explore things, and see what's about. So this was quite good. Now, we didn't actually have much time, thankfully. It was quite busy in here, so I didn't really want to hang around. And actually, they were just calling our gate as we'd kind of come through. So it was time to head down to the plane and get boarded. So like I said, we didn't actually have much time before we needed to start boarding. So kind of, this didn't take long at all. I was quite happy with that. Of course, no Skybridge here. It was down onto the plane. But that's fine. It's a low-cost airline. They're not going to be paying for sky bridges. I don't actually even know if Luton has sky bridges. I'm assuming it does somewhere. Who knows? Yeah, got up onto the plane. Like I said, we were in the very back seat, so boarding from the rear of the plane. It was nice that they were boarding from both the rear and the front, so at least boarding was quite quick. It was a bit easier to get onto the plane. But that was probably the last bit that was quick, let's be honest. Uh, I was in for quite a wait. So this is on my seat. Legroom is horrendous. Like I say, I'm 6 foot, and it wasn't great. And as you can see as well, don't actually have a window. That's the window in front of me. So that was a shame as well. The seats themselves, the plane itself, very new, very clean, not bad at all. Just legroom was pretty horrendous. Boarding itself didn't take too long. They were boarding from both front and back, and for the most part, people kind of went the right way, and that wasn't a problem. One thing I did notice is they were quite lax on their baggage. It seemed like a lot of people had more baggage than they were supposed to, and obviously that meant that the bins filled up very quickly. People weren't putting the bags underneath their seat when instructed, and all that sort of fun stuff. Do get a little table, which, you know, is something, I think, at least. You know, it was a bit of a squish, but then again, you didn't have any room anyway, so it wasn't like you were going to be using a big table or getting your laptop out. Once boarding was completed, it wasn't too long and we started our pushback. However, that's where the problem started. If you've seen the full taxi and takeoff video, you'll know that taxi and takeoff took about 45 minutes. Essentially what happened is it seems like we just missed our slot for whatever reason, and we ended up having to kind of go to the back of the queue, and it took a long time. Considering, you know, this is not a huge airport, it's not got a huge throughput, I was surprised at how long it took. But eventually we got up in the air, so enjoy the flight. I'll see you on the other side. We have made it to the hotel. That took a while. That was possibly the longest taxi and takeoff I've ever experienced. Not a great first impression of Luton, not gonna lie. Definitely prefer Heathrow. But we're here now, and we are in the hotel. Just ordered some food. I think my plan is to eat, have a nap, and then we're gonna go to the speakers talk. Not speakers talk, speakers meal. I'm exhausted, as you can tell. I've been up since about 4 a.m, so, you know, such is life. But I'm in the hotel now, which of course means only one thing. We need to do a hotel room tour. I will say that this event is a bit different, as I mentioned previously in this video. The organisers of the event have actually paid for my flight and paid for my hotel room, and also the taxis that I'm using through this as well, which is the first time that's ever happened to me. Normally my company pays for stuff, but this time they're paying. So that's kind of why I flew WizzAir and from Luton, because I didn't pick. That's fair enough. It worked. It's not a problem. And also why I have quite an interesting hotel room. So let's check it out and see what's going on. So we'll start, as we always do, at the hotel door, which is kind of non-assuming. And then we have a nice mirror here. Hello. And opens out into a full living room. In fact, we even have a kitchen with a fridge, microwave, a little hob, sink, the whole works, a dining room table,
sofa, chair, and a little TV as well, which is just, this is big, and you might guess it, it's a bit more than just a hotel room. So one thing as well, which is quite cool, is we have a balcony. So coming out here, we have a bit of a balcony. Of course, as always, my view is a car park. That is the tradition at this point. I can't escape it. But we do have quite a nice view of the other building across the road, and then out looking across the city. So there is that, which in itself is a bit new and different. I think this is the first balcony I've had. But if we then head this way to the rest of the apartment, to be honest, we have a full massive bedroom here, complete with closets and everything integrated. We've got another TV in here, and then we'll go back through and we have another room in here as well, with a TV, a large bed, and integrated wardrobes again. And then finally, at the end of the corridor, we have the bathroom, which in itself is kind of, it is what it is, really. You know, it's a little grubby, but you know, it's definitely been cleaned. It's just mouldy. Hello. Well, it's not mould, is it? It's the grout is going, shall we say? Hello. And yeah, so there we have it. This is definitely bigger than my apartment was in London. So there we have it. How cool is that? A whole apartment. It's sad, really, that I'm only here for one night. I feel like it would have been good to stay a bit longer and enjoy it, but such is life. We're here for one night, but like I say, I'm going to grab some food now, then I'm going to have a little nap, and then it's going to be time for the speakers, dinner, mixer, you know, party, which should be good fun. So we're going to go check that out, and I will catch you back after that. See you in a bit. And we are back from the speakers dinner. It was another one of those kind of buffet, food flowing about kind of things, which, to be honest, I'm really not a fan of. I'm very glad that I had some food beforehand. It was nice stuff, but you never really have a full meal, and definitely needed after today's travel. So yeah, but other than that, it was really good. I had some nice kind of drinks and got to chat to loads of really cool people. It's great to kind of meet some people that I knew virtually but didn't know in person, and also meet new people as well. So really great. But we are going to wrap it up there for today. So as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button and subscribe. Loads of travel vlogs and other kind of aviation footage as well. So definitely worth to subscribe if you like that sort of thing. But thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow for more of DevTalk Romania, when we will be giving our talk and also checking out other talks as well. I'll see you then. Bye for now.